You plug your new phone into the charger that has powered every phone you have owned for a decade. The same white brick, the same cable, the same wall socket, and nothing happens. Or the battery crawls upward so slowly you assume the cable is broken. It is not broken. The charger is working perfectly. It simply is not being invited to the conversation. Because that is what happens now. In the half second after you plug in, your phone and your charger have a conversation. So here is the question. Why does a charger that delivered power just fine for years suddenly become useless the moment you upgrade the thing it is charging? Start with the old world because it was almost stupidly simple. A classic USB charger, the flat rectangular kind USB-A, was little more than a tap. It put out 5 volts. Always 5 volts, whether you asked for it or not. The original iPhone charger, back in 2007, pushed about 5 watts. Your phone drank what it could, and that was the whole arrangement. There was no negotiation because there was nothing to negotiate. Power flowed downhill. Then phones got hungry. A modern phone battery does not want a slow trickle. It wants to go from empty to half full while you brush your teeth. And you cannot do that at 5 watts. You can do it at 30 or 60 or more. But pushing that much power carelessly down a thin cable into a lithium battery is how you start a fire. So the industry needed a way to move a lot of power safely. And safely means only when both sides agree. That agreement has a name: USB power delivery. Look closely at a USB-C connector and you will see rows of tiny gold pins. Most carry power and data, but tucked in there is a pin called CC, the configuration channel. It is a conversation line. When you plug in, your phone and the charger talk across it in a fraction of a second, entirely invisibly. The charger speaks first. It lists what it can offer, like a menu. I can do 5 volts, I can do 9 volts, I can do 15 or 20 at these currents. The phone reads the menu, checks its battery, its temperature, how full it already is, and picks one. Give me 9 volts, it says. The charger switches to 9 volts. Only then does the real power flow. This is the part people miss. The high voltage does not exist until it is requested. A USB-C charger sits there at a polite, harmless 5 volts until a device it trusts asks for more. Now you can see why your old brick fails. Your old charger cannot have that conversation. It has no configuration channel doing the negotiating, no menu, no voice. So when your new phone plugs in and asks its question, nothing answers. And a well-designed phone hearing silence does the cautious thing. It assumes it is talking to a dumb 5-volt tap and takes only the trickle that is safe by default. That is your battery crawling. In some devices, certain laptops, some tablets, the machine simply refuses to charge at all because it needs a real power contract before it will accept anything. There is a second twist, and it lives in the cable. To carry the highest current safely, a USB-C cable can hold a tiny chip inside called an E-marker, which tells the charger how much the cable itself can handle. Use a cheap cable without one, and the whole system politely throttles back. Not broken, just refusing to take the risk. None of this is a company forcing you to buy new hardware, though it can feel that way. It is a genuine safety trade. The old chargers were simple and dumb and could not be trusted with real power. The new ones are cautious by design. They would rather charge slowly, or not at all, than push 40 watts into something that never said it could take it. So go back to that moment. You, half asleep, plugging in the old familiar brick, watching the battery refuse to move. Nothing is wrong with it. Your phone asked a question. Your old charger could not understand it, and your phone, not being reckless, chose to wait. The charger did not stop working. The world around it started talking. Now you know.